Well, Metro Police just updated me on the number of reported thefts, more than 1,400 year to date, but believe thousands go unreported. So who is going after thieves with a proposed new ordinance? Not the city of Las Vegas, not North Las Vegas, not Clark County or Henderson. I found out leaders up in Reno are doing something. Catalytic converter thieves are hitting all over Reno at casino parking lots. They're getting fleet vehicles parked at night.
Like AT&T, Nevada Energy.
And cut it right here.
Okay.
And then slip it out of this.
Well, thieves want precious metals inside converters that can be worth much more than gold. And thefts just aren't stopping in Reno.
2 or 3 thefts a month to 20 to sometimes 30 to sometimes 40 and on up.
And residents are paying an expensive price, $1,000 to $4,000 in repairs per car.
They'll cause more damage than just the exhaust. So a lot of times, some of these vehicles are rendered inoperable, completely.
Brian Sudi is the deputy Reno City attorney who is assigned to work with the Reno Police Department. Now, the frustration of catching catalytic converter thieves in Reno echoes what we've heard many times in the metro area. It is hard to catch thieves in the act, and when police come across someone with catalytic converters in their car during a traffic stop, it is very hard to prove those converters were stolen.
You can't really do anything. And so that we can't really do anything is what we're trying to give them the tool to do something about.
That tool is a proposed new Reno City ordinance where possession of a catalytic converter would be a misdemeanor. Now, say, for instance, police pull someone over in a traffic stop and see 4 converters in the back seat. That person would have to provide several pieces of information to make sure those converters were removed legally. They would have to provide the name of the person or company that removed the converter, the name of who wanted that work done, the make and model of the car the converter came from, the car's VIN number, and a copy of the title or registration of the car from which the converter was removed, among other things. Auto shops and scrap yards are exempt, but scrap yards already have to collect information, and police can look at who is selling converters at those businesses as part of a business licensing law. Detectives can then find people selling to scrap yards and ask them questions.
They could go to, Mr. Jones, and Mr. Jones, you sold 4 catalytic converters to this company. Where's your documentation that you had on those catalytic converters?
If Mr. Jones can't provide that info, he would face 4 misdemeanor charges, 1 for each converter, which includes up to a $1,000 fine and 6 months in jail. So I asked the city of Las Vegas, Henderson, North Las Vegas, and Clark County, and none of them at this time have any plans to do what Reno wants to do. North Las Vegas Councilwoman Pamela Goins-Brown said, "I have shared your email with our city attorney and city manager's offices. This is definitely worth the conversation on how to protect our residents from this type of theft. I agree that something needs to be done." You can see all the responses from local officials in our web story. And of course, I'll continue to ask questions to find out if local leaders will start pushing measures to stop these catalytic converter thefts here. And as always, keep you updated on what's happening.